कुठे चालला रे? घम घम
उसको आजकल समझ में आ जाती चीज़ें। समझ में आ रहा करना।
क्या बाहर जा रहे तो समझ रहा क्या?
रेडियो क्या है? जा रही है अब। There's mama going. Say bye, mommy. तो वक्त कहाँ जा रही है तू? मसाज। अरे मसाज पे जा रही है? मतलब मसाज के बाद लंच भी है तो। अच्छा। मसाज कैसे? बर्थडे को ट्रीट दे रहे हो, स्पा को लेकर। हो गया ना बर्थडे? ट्रीट हो गया। तो अभी जा रहे। अच्छा स्पा में जा रहे हैं। अच्छा है। वो करते तो कितने बार जरूरी है तो तू जरा रिलैक्स हो जाता मसाज करे तो आई दो ना क्या आला पड़ा मी
अपन दोनों खेलने हैं क्या अभी?
बंदे को बिल्कुल
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
don't ever want to find yourself in the pocket of one who knows the Cruciatus curse.
Glad you came.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
And he was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Flying's never been more fun.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Confringo! Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Accio! Bombarda! Incendio! Reparo! Protego! Reparo! Reparo. Bombarda. Protego. Flipendo. Accio. Descendo. Depulso. Levioso. Crucible. Reparo. Imperial. Incendio. Descendo. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Defender. Protego. Descendo. Compulso! Levioso! Descendo! Bombarda! Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Imperium! Crucio! Incendio! Reparo! Bombarda! Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! That was a close one.
Somebody there? Hello? Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the bogs and legs. Confringo! Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. Confringo! Getting there. Just almost there. One more. That's all the Hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these Hawk lumps. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some Hawk lumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. And Sirona will be delighted. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Ever been a vampire worth knowing? Never seen
Talk about you
Oh,
take.
please tell me you have an answer.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. And for returning this box of letters.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She said they took the whole place apart looking...
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger. The poachers refused to leave empty-handed. One of them contained their...
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it. But I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidget. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon. But the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged when Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered. As Deke punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself.
What a horrible tale, Deke.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make...
There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsey might get an answer about these butterflies. Well, well. Look what we have here.
tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and...
Oh, how lovely! Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply...
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Students always run when Peevesy wants to have some fun.
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them? Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant. Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whiz-beer.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need...
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain X? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the...
I'd be happy to help with...
Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much. She's a talented potioneer in her...
Always late, that Pippin.
Madam Luang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
I'll not give him the benefit.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
I should be going now. Thank you.
What are you up to now? What will I do without her?
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Luang. Nothing to worry about. I handle.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
Delivering those potions was a bit more work than I'd expected. I'd like an additional fee.
I suppose that's business for you. Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
Best of luck with your potions, Mr. Pippin.
Do take care.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea. But perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day. One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. I know who my friends are now, don't I?
Revelio.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me. Oh, this day's gone on too long. Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Arrest them. I'll be quieter than... For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
One less human to worry about.
Oh, look at you! Well done! Release me!
Expelliarmus, Finger. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio.
How many men with Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the solar size, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo.
Accio! Descendo! Depulso! Confringo! Bombarda! Defendo! Incendio! Crucio! Protego! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war. Bombarda! We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Expelliarmus! Over here!
Confringo! Defender!
Lucky, that's all!
Defender!
We're postponing the inevitable!
Defender!
Won't get away with that.
Descendo! Flipendo! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Protego!
If only Ranrock were here to see this!
Accio! Flipendo! Depulso! Descendo! We're not finished yet. Flipendo! Accio! Imperial! Incendio! Crucio! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
So you cleared the room. You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know. Now, we can have a look around in peace.
Revelio.
Confringo! Wasn't expecting that. Confringo! We should clear out these spider webs. They always seem to be in the way. Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo! Revelio! We should clear out these spider webs. They always seem to be in the way. What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Revelio! Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora...
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft...
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic?
Isadora and Percival
Rackham?
Here's some of the memories I've seen.
This is all rather baffling. This place is odd, to be sure. But I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Confringo! And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me. You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around. Zenobia's gobstones.
Foolish child. Do you have any idea how many muggles the Ministry had to obliterate to cover up your actions? You could have been killed.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
The portraits in the castle don't always have something. I've never had difficulties with bouncing bulbs. Simple knockback jigsaw handle you need. Wish I could afford my own broom from Spin Witches.
Can't wait till I'm old enough.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.